Welcome to a 3-part series of wheel throwing basics. Today, centering. Let's get into it. First off, you need a strong base. Anchor your elbows into your thighs and lean your weight over your work. The more still you can be, the easier it is to center. Also, friction's not your friend, so add water whenever you need things to be more slippery. 2 main ways to center. You can either have one hand on the side and one hand on top. You're going to cup your hand so that you're using the soft part of your palm and the soft part of the side of your palm on top to put sideways pressure and downwards pressure on the clay until it basically forms into a centered mound. This is all about balance. If you push too hard in one direction and not the other, you'll end up with a pancake or you knock your clay off the wheel, which is no good. So pay attention to your pressure and force. The other way that you can center is the gate method. Sometimes this is easier for beginners. You're basically going to put your hands on both sides of the clay and then use that like soft part of your thumb where it meets the palm to push down from the top to center. So your fingers are overlapped in the front of the clay, and then you're pushing in and down to get that mound shape. Now, as you can see, I'm most of the way centered here, but there's still a wobble. I know it's really tempting to ignore that and just forge ahead. I totally get it. But the more centered you can make your clay initially, the easier all the other steps are going to be. I recommend doing a cone and compress, at least one, if not more. Basically, all that means is you're going to use both hands to push your clay up from the sides to make like a volcano cone shape. I feel like it's fairly intuitive. Just make sure that you're not pushing too hard or applying too much pressure, because you can totally tear off the clay. Once you've got it into a tower, you're going to use that first centering method I showed you, where you have one hand on top and one hand on the side, to push that column of clay back down into a mound. If you don't apply pressure from the side, you're going to create this like mushroom top situation, which is not the vibe. So make sure you have that balance. I usually do this at least twice on every piece that I throw, but sometimes more, because sometimes the clay is just stubborn and it needs a little bit more coaxing. Just be patient with it. You want to make sure that the mound of clay has pretty much totally stilled. There's not any wobble left. That's how you know it's centered. When you have it centered, pull your hands away slowly, gently. You can actually throw your clay off center again by pulling your hands away too fast. That's centering. Please join me tomorrow and later this week. I'll show you how to open, pull the walls, and shape your piece.